Birmingham City Council is effectively bankrupt. We need to find out the reasons why. And I just wonder what the reaction to all of this has been today. Perhaps one of incredulity. I don't know. Will Hollis is our GB News reporter who is there on the spot. Will, what's going on and what are people saying?
Yes, well, it was here today earlier that Birmingham City Council declared the S114 notice, and essentially, Nigel, what that is the equivalent of a council waving a white flag and saying that our ship financially is sinking. They're calling on the government to help support the council as it can't quite balance its books. Now, ultimately, what this relates to is a massive £760 million black hole in the finances of Birmingham City Council, a Labour-run council. Some of it is because of complications to do with its IT system that has meant that around £100 million of extra money has to be put towards that. But the main reason that this council is in so much debt relates to a 2012 ruling by the Supreme Court. Now, essentially what that is an equal pay claim. It means that there was a problem with payments to men that weren't being given to women, specifically around bonuses in jobs at the council that were traditionally male-dominated industries. For example, bin men, whereas maybe teaching assistants who are part of a traditionally dominated female industry weren't given the same opportunities. Now, that bill has really run up to the tune of around £650 million, and the council today is saying that they can't afford to pay for it. What that means is that they are going to continue paying for their statutory obligations, adult health and social care, child services and education. However, things that are deemed to be non-essential services, for example, cultural events, will now be stripped away, and that S114 order means that they will be prevented from spending money on that kind of thing. Now, I was in Birmingham all day, and we've been hearing from the people of the city and their reaction to the council effectively filing for bankruptcy.
Yeah, just a shocker. It's just very surprising. It's just all down to the management, I believe, anyway. So
I'm quite shocked to hear this, knowing how amount of council tax they take, amount of property they own in Birmingham. It's one of the largest city council in Europe, and I don't know. When I heard this, I'm so surprised.
Well, I'm concerned naturally for the residents of Birmingham, and also people who are, they're suffering financially at the moment, and I'm not surprised. But after the Commonwealth Games, and we were promised all that money, and it's going to be great for the city, what's happened. But I understand the reason why, because of the pay demands.
Oh, it's just the way it is in Birmingham, isn't it?
Now, the Labour-run council has said that this is necessary for it to get its financial affairs in order. But there's been a loud reaction from the Conservative group here in Birmingham, saying that this is embarrassing for the city. Remember, it was only a year ago that the next 10 years were described as a golden decade, particularly around the highlight that the Commonwealth Games brought to the West Midlands. Now, of course, those services are going to be slashed, and it appears that a really tough time is coming for the people of Birmingham City.
Yeah, Will, I wonder, with this equalities legislation, if Birmingham is in such a glue pot, I wonder what the implications might be for other councils around the country. And there's not something you can answer, but I'm very, very thoughtful on it. But I do note, Will, that one thing that Birmingham City Council have been very good at is choosing what they believe to be appropriate street names for new developments, such as Equality Road, Diversity Grove, Destiny Road, Inspire Avenue, Respect Way and Humanity Close. Is this perhaps a politically correct council that finds itself at odds with many of their electors and at odds with the way they've treated women?
Yes, well, Birmingham City, as one of the most ethnically diverse cities in the country, is very proud of that diversity, and it has been, as you say, introducing all sorts of things that might emphasise that. So I think equality in this sense is something that the council is striving for, but in particular to the pay claims, the bonuses were specifically for male-dominated industries. You won't necessarily see this in other councils because it seems to be a decision that was made by Birmingham City Council to offer these bonuses in this way. The Supreme Court ruled and ordered for the council to make these payments, but the cost is really spiralling out of control, which is why we see this S114 order today. And it's actually going up every single month, Nigel, by £14 million that the council is going to have to pay back, adding to the tremendous amount that it already has, £750 million.
Will Hollis, extraordinary stuff. Thank you.